Today is the 2nd of March, 2021. I want to show you something that shouldn't be. Well, let's go in the shade here. This is better. This is a 15-year-old female eastern box turtle. Now, if this animal looks funny to you, well, it is. This is what happens when people take these animals, put them in captivity, and don't know how to take care of them. Now, I keep a lot of box turtles. All of them are rescues. They end up like this. This is how I get them. People contact me, and I end up with them. This animal is 15 years old. Do you see how small it is? It fits in my hand. A 15-year-old box turtle should be the size of my hand, and I have very big hands. Well, I shouldn't say I have big hands, but I have large hands. This animal is the size of a 2-year-old. A well taken care of 2-year-old. It's 15. Now, what I'm going to show you. The overgrown bill, look at the beak. That's easy to fix. But the shell, see the ridges on the shell? You shouldn't have that. This is called pyramiding. This shouldn't have this. Look at the back of the animal's shell. It's concave. It's deformed. And it's got this high dome. It should go all the way across to the back. And not only that, look how small it is compared. This animal, I don't even know where its tail is at. Look at the feet. Its toes. And how it keeps its legs splayed. Like that. This is what's called metabolic bone disease. This is what happens when you don't feed these animals and they don't get sunlight. Box turtles should not be owned by anybody unless you're going to keep them outside and protected from predators. These animals cannot be kept indoors. No one can convince me otherwise. They need natural light. Reptiles, particularly this species here, needs natural sunlight and all its benefits. Metabolic bone disease is caused by a lack of vitamin D3 and proper diet and lack of sunlight. This is what you get. This animal can never be rehabbed and released into the wild. 15 years old. I could fix the face. But this shell, this will never improve. This animal is stuck like this for the rest of its life. It'll continue to grow, but it's just sad. This is abuse. This is animal abuse. This is when people have a living creature, don't know how to take care of it. Look, folks, if you can't take care of an animal properly, please do not own it. It's like having children. If you can't raise a child without abusing a child, don't have them. This is tragic, and it makes me so sick. I can never rehab this creature and put it back into the wild. It's stuck in captivity for the rest of its life. But I wanted to show it because box turtles, man, I mean, this shows you how tough of an animal they are. To put up with this kind of abuse for 15 years and not die. It's terrible, this pyramiding. It shouldn't be like this. I've seen this on sulcatas, but I've never really ever seen it on a box turtle. And I've had some this is the worst one I've ever had. I've got one that I named Mona, and Mona was a stunted 9-year-old, but she was not like this. And Mona overwinters some of the worst Midwest winters. I keep her outside all year, and she digs down, and she survives. But this poor creature, this one's going to have its own enclosure because it's just tragic. You should not, seriously, and this is not a joke, and I'm not trying to be condemning to anybody. But nobody, if you see these animals in the wild, if you live in an area where there's box turtles, where box turtles are endemic to where you live, leave them alone. Don't bring them in the house for pets. Please leave them alone. If you want an animal that's low maintenance, get a freaking cat. Okay? Don't even get a dog. Get a cat. Don't even get a dog, because dogs are a lot more work than cats. But don't get something that requires specialized care. Reptiles require specialized care, some more than others, but particularly box turtles. Leave them be. Leave them be. This is terrible. This is just every day there's some kind of tragedy that makes me really, really sick. 15 years old and it's the size of a 2-year-old. I don't think this animal's ever going to be healthy. I don't think it'll ever be able to mature, grow. I'll never be able to keep her with a male, because a male will try breeding with her, and I don't know if this woman could survive even producing eggs, even if she should be sexually mature, but I don't know if she ever will be. I've had these animals start to breed at about 4 years old. It's just tragic. I hate to say it, but you look at the mandible. Just horrible. And you got these people, and this woman didn't want to give the animal up. Didn't want to give the animal up for a better life. Well, as long as I have her, she's going to have a better life. But it's going to take at least 2 years for me to notice a difference in her. Just see how the back is. This concave part. And turtles, this is part of their anatomy. Their backbone runs across the back here. Their backbone is fused to the shell. The ribs are fused to their shell. If their shell is like this, then their backbone is deformed, which means their nervous system's got issues. And metabolic bone disease is very painful. It's like you having rickets. It's like you having rickets. The joints are painful. It's hard to move. And I can't get this animal situated properly to be able to eat properly until I fix this beak, which I'm going to make a video on how to do that. That's my next project. Okay, well, till next time. Poor thing.